Leslie's Curl and Dye, written by D.L. White, narrated by Sharell Palmer. Chapter 1. Leslie. My favorite time of day was 3 o'clock, especially in the summer, especially on a hot summer Friday. The salon's front door was propped open in a futile effort to let hot air and the scent of singed hair escape. Heavy bass from the boombox on the counter, accented by the cackle of laughter, drifted out into the heated atmosphere, where the air was so still the power lines sang. I glanced down the row of salon chairs, each occupant receiving the best hair care that money could buy. At least on this side of Potter Lake. I'm just saying, Erlene, the town gossip, offered in not-so-hushed tones. I heard that she wasn't living in the marital home anymore. Well, where she's living then? Asked Dorothy Ray, seated in the chair next to her. In one arm, she cradled a plastic case full of gray rods, from which she fed her stylist when she received a tap on the shoulder. Wait, she's living with him? Erlene pursed her lips and hummed, glancing away. Not answering, but answering. Oh, she didn't wait long, did she? Went right from one house to the other. No stop in between to even get her bearings. Well, why would she? She got a man willing to take her from her husband's house, said Erlene. And a husband willing to let her get taken. Dorothy's thin lips twisted into a conspiratorial smirk. That's how young women do these days, said Angela Evans, mid-press and curl. Her legs were crossed, a pair of pink sneakers peeking out from under the flowing smock with the peeling Curl and Dye logo imprinted across the front. They try marriage on for size, and if it doesn't work right away, they leave. Carl and Macy have been married for over 10 years, though, I pointed out, and we all know Carl is a flirt. If he's faithful, I'm a pink unicorn. The entire shop laughed at my half-serious comment on the situation. If the barber shop was where men gathered to bond with other men, chat about man things, and dap each other up, then the beauty shop was the same for women. It was where we found solace and camaraderie, and a bit of gossip on a hot day in a full salon. The conversation moved from the affair between Macy Raymond, wife of Potter Lake's most successful attorney, and Thomas Cahill, owner of Cahill Building Supply, to the annual all-church fish fry to be held the following day. For a town that only boasted 6,900 residents, Potter Lake had a church on every corner. A person could visit a different church every Sunday and not run out of churches for a few months. The fish fry wasn't just a fish fry. All manner of food, chicken, fish, pork chops, all the sides and famous desserts would be for sale. The annual event was a fundraiser for the town's recreation center and an unofficial competition between churches. Mount Pleasant Baptist had won every year for the last 3 years, bringing in more funds than any other church. But there had been grumbling that it wasn't fair because they had 3 times the congregation of every other church in town. Cheryl Ann's peach cobbler ain't better than mine, but folks show up to buy her out every year. I think Pastor Bell is bribing folks to come and buy up all the food from Mount Pleasant tables. Erlene was getting all worked up again. Her stylist, Tamara, chuckled while pulling rollers from her freshly washed and dried hair. You think so? My client asked, her soft voice riding just above the sound of the blow-dryer. They never have any food left at the end of the day. Pearl, I chided, leveling a strong side eye via the mirror at the woman in my chair. Do not encourage her. She doesn't have any proof for anything she said today. Make that anything she said in the last 20 years. Oh, hush. You just mad ain't nobody hanging on what you say. I chuckled while running my fingers through Pearl's mane.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?